Hello, and welcome to New Light Christian Center Church Love City registration process. This is a 5 to 6 minute video, so please take out the allotted time. Before we begin, you must be 21 years of age or older to register any minor. A church leader or responsible adult will fill out the initial online contract. Let's start by opening the browser of your choice. In the hyperlink box, you will type lovecityusa.com. This will bring you to our Love City homepage where you will then press Summer Camp. The Summer Camp tab will redirect you to a page that asks you to register now. Below you will see dates and rates. Please feel free to pause the video to read those. Please press Register Now. Once you have pressed Register Now, you will be asked to click here to register online. Please click there. Once you have clicked, you will see our frequently asked questions page, as well as Session 1 and Session 2 registration based off of gender. Click here to register girls for Session 1. Click here to register boys for Session 1. Session 1 and Session 2 registration are the same. For the sake of the video, I will click here to register girls for Session 1. Once you have clicked on the proper session that you would like to use according to gender, you will then be prompted to make an account. Don't worry, this is just an effective way for us to relay information to you. Please press Sign Up. Once you have pressed Sign Up, you will be taken to a page that asks for first name and last name. In the first name box, you will type in your church name. In the last name box, you will simply type church. Here's where you will type in the email that you would like the account to be registered to. You will also create a password and confirm the password. For the sake of the video, I had already created an account, so therefore I will click Cancel. Once you have created your account, please press Create an Account. Once you have created your account, you will receive a confirmation email. In the email, it will ask you to answer 3 to 4 more questions. Once you have answered these questions, your account will be activated. Once you have activated your account, you are free to sign in. If you chose to register girls, you will see girls. If you chose to register boys, this will say boys. If you chose Session 1, this will say 1. If you chose Session 2, it will say Session 2. Let's begin to add our chaperones and campers. You do not need to know the name of the person that you would like to register. However, you will need to know this information later. If you do not know the name of the person that you would like to register, simply type kid. In the last name box, you will type the number 1. This is to say that this is the first camper that you would like to register. You will need to know the date of birth for the person that you would like to register. Remember that the Love City ages are 13 to 19. Under gender, it is important that if you chose Love City registration for girls, that the gender is a female. If you chose Love City registration for boys, the gender will be male. Under household position, you will simply press Other. It is important that you type in the phone number that the kid or chaperone can be reached at. It is also important that you place their email address there. A photo is not mandatory. Once you have completed all of these fields, you will need to press Save Changes. Once you have saved the changes, you will then see the person added here. I have added Cindy Jo. She is 19 years old and she is a female. You will notice that here it says Registrants. It also says Nobody Select. In order to select someone, you will need to press on the box. Now you see that Cindy Jo has been added, as well as her cost. You can also press to add the church. If the same person that is the head is going to be the chaperone, you can press to add them as well. You will do this for every guest that you would like to bring, and the cost will be added for you here under Subtotal. Once you have finished adding all of the guests and campers that you would like to add, you will press Continue. Once you have pressed Continue, you will see that it brings you to a church or group name box, a registrant type, as well as their address. The church or group name will be the name of your church. The registrant type is simply where you put, is Cindy Jo a camper or is she a chaperone? She is a camper. You will also put their address under this field. You will also need to include Cindy Joe's parent name. His name is Bob Joe. You will also need to include Bob Joe's contact information. You will need to complete this information for every guest or chaperone that you have registered, so you will go through and do it again. This time, this is a chaperone. You will need to put their address. The chaperone does not necessarily have to have a parent name, but please include something in the box. As well as a parent contact information. You can now press continue after you have added everyone's information. Now this is the final process, the registration process in step 3. Here's where you will make your payments. As you can see, it gives you the option to pay the full amount of $400 because you have 2 people registered, or you can pay the partial amount, which is going to be $60. This will adjust based off of the total amount that you have. So today we will pay the partial amount. You can choose to pay with your card. Here's where you will enter your card information, the first name as it appears on your card, as well as the last name as it appears on your card, the card type, as well as the card number. You will also need to include your card expiration date and security code. Next, you will need to include the billing information, such as the country, the street, the city, postal code, as well as a phone number that you can be reached at if anything is to happen with your card. At the end, you can choose to send a confirmation email. The email will be the same email that your account is registered to. If you would like to change the email, simply erase the old email and type in the new one that you would like to use. You can also CC this email if you need to send it to multiple people. At the end, you'll be agreeing that you authorize for us to make a charge on your account, simply by checking this box. The last sentence is very important. It states that I agree to allow the balance, which will be the remaining balance after you pay the $60, to be charged to my bank account by this date. This is the date that is 10 days away from Love City. Once you are finished, you can press Submit Payment, or if you would like to return to step 2 to add more campers, please feel free to do so. Well, thank you so much, and this concludes our Love City video. I hope it was very helpful to you, and I thank you so much for showing your interest in Love City. Please have a blessed and wonderful day.